大家好，这里是 Property Talk 房说。今天呢，我们继续关注从中国进口建材降低这个澳洲居高不下的造价的话题。那今天呢，我们来到了一个活动，是2025年广交会澳洲信息分享会的一个现场。这个活动呢，是一场专门为澳洲的开发商、建筑商还有进口商举办的活动。了解广交会作为最大的展会，如何能够帮助澳洲的企业去拓展供应链，降低采购成本，缓解澳洲居高不下的造价的这么一个活动。这次活动呢是由 China Direct Sourcing 主办的，并得到了澳洲商界名人以及官方机构的高度关注，包括香港贸发局、中国大使馆也都参加了活动。当然，最引起我们房说关注的是澳洲最有影响力的中小开发商社群 PDN 的创始人 Rob Flux 也来到了现场，而且他今年将会在4月份随着 CDS 的 CEO Lindy 参加今年的广交会，并会将他的经验分享给他自己 PDN 社群内超过3万名的澳洲本地开发商。相信会有越来越多的澳洲开发商、建筑商跟随着前者的脚步，开始考虑直接从中国进口建筑材料，从而也能有效地缓解澳洲住房可负担性的问题，也间接促进了中澳的贸易往来。房说呢有幸对 Rob 进行了专访。
Jimmy, how are you, mate?
Good, how are you? Yeah.
Good.
Okay, now good to see Rob again. So we have a few questions just about the Chinese materials and also Guangzhou Fair.
Yes.
Yeah, so because we know you already very well. Yeah, but would you mind just introduce yourself to the camera?
Hi, guys. I'm Rob Flux. I'm the founder and CEO of Property Developer Network, the largest network for small-scale mum and dad developers in the country, with over 31,000 people in it.
Yeah, we are the member as well.
I understand.
Yeah. So the first question I'd like to ask, what do you think about the biggest advantage when we choosing the Chinese building materials, or compelling we buy in Australia?
Well, I guess a lot of the materials from China are already what we're buying off the shelf already.
Yeah.
So there's not a huge amount of difference with regards to the products that you're actually getting. The difference is the supply chain is actually different. If you're able to get direct, then I guess the opportunity is that you don't have a wholesaler, you don't have an importer, you don't have a retailer, and every single one of those people are making a margin on that. Plus somebody's got to run a shop front. So there's a lot of the costs of the supply chain that potentially can be cut out of the process.
Yeah, so the cost is actually very key reason why we import directly from China.
Yes.
Yeah, so the next question is about because if we can save money, definitely we got more risk. So what do you think about the biggest challenge if we doing import from China about this Chinese material?
Well, the risk is that as the importer, the warranty actually lives with the person that's actually doing the import. So you need to do some risk mitigation with that. I have a very good supply chain manager who can make sure that you've actually got warranties that sit behind that, that if you think that there's a chance that something might actually break, that given that you're buying at a super discount already, maybe you have one or two spare that could be sitting there. So there's lots of different ways to solve the same problem, but it's really about thinking through end to end. Have a look at what the product actually is. If it's something that's not going to have moving materials or things like that, it's probably got a low chance of breaking.
Yeah.
But if it's got moving parts and things like that, you might want to put a little bit more effort into it.
Yeah, or I put the insurance in as well.
Put insurance against it, absolutely.
Yeah. Other things is I just thinking about because you did a lot of in development previously.
Yes.
And do you think what type of material, such as the tiles, the windows, glasses, do you think which part of material you think is most valuable import from China?
So I think as you start as small scale developer, you're going to go through phase one, and then as you start to get bigger and bigger, you become phase two. So phase one would be more what we call fixtures and fittings. So they are the things that make the house present really well. So they're going to be the flooring, the tiling, the lights, the windows, all the things that are not part of the structure itself, but rather make the structure look really good. Yeah. So phase one would be, how do we just make the house appear, I guess, very good?
Yeah.
Phase two, when you start to become, I guess, a better developer, you're doing bigger and bigger projects, then you're going to start to change the design to actually allow for prefabrication. So you can actually bring in prefabricated walls, prefabricated floors, prefabricated kitchens, and assemble it in Australia. So they're kind of the two phases that I see that would happen. But start small, learn, step up.
Sure. And next question is about like China direct sourcing. So have you used them before?
No, I have not. No, not yet. So this is my first trip over to China myself. So I guess looking at this as a reconnaissance trip, also looking at this not just on behalf of myself and my own projects, but also what benefit can my community actually get out of this process as well.
Yes, like our network, someone who really need that kind of help.
Absolutely, yeah.
Especially some builders who, like all the builder developers, they can actually help them to get the profit more than previously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So another question is, you know about the Canton Fair?
I haven't been to China ever.
Okay,
First time.
that's the first time.
First time.
So it's actually, we have been to there previously, and we saw it's like lots of like creative or like new material be using in China, like building. Do you think it's any like kind of material you saw on website or previously you think it can be used in Australia?
There's lots of different material. Australia is a little bit behind in its building technology. We're very much a very manual process with regards to doing things. So we don't do a lot of prefabrication. We don't do a lot of materials that allow for fast construction. Our energy efficiency in some of our things are a little bit slow. I've seen lots of materials where it's like a Lego brick and you kind of assemble it. And it has quality insulation and all those sorts of things already built in. I guess prefabricated joists and those sorts of things. So there's lots of different things that we could use. 3D printing, prefabrication. There's a lot of things that I would love to see. Yeah. So I'll be looking for those things over there for sure.
So are you going to make a video when you go to Canton Fair?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we are looking forward to see Rob's video in like April and May and see how he found out really interesting stuff.
I might record that as a Sunday session and see what we can do.
Yeah, sure. And we're waiting for you to come back and we have another chat and see if you can get us like any kind of feedback about Canton Fair and we discover.
Absolutely.
Later.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you for the promoting of Chinese material, and you have
31,000.
31,000. Hope they
members,
follow your trip. And
you're more like an icon of us. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Well, you guys got to follow these guys, and
Thank you.
And we'll all grow.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kimmy. No worries.